Hi everybody. It's hard to believe here I am on Friday morning after a week has passed, not even a week, since this terrible thing began. It was 5 to 1 in the morning around, and I was lying, as a matter of fact, right here in my room, and all of a sudden the emergency phone goes off, my walkie-talkie, and Leah says, "Moshe, your phone is going off." I run and take a look, and right away here, emergency call. There are shots being heard in the community. I quickly make my way and get my emergency vest on and make my way to the meeting place. As I'm running, I hear that there are already people hit, killed. There are those that they're injured. Different kinds of things being said, shouted over the phone. We make my way to the point that we all gathered as the response team, and from there we quickly made our way to the scene. And the first thing we had to do was starting to run through the streets and check out. We didn't know where the terrorists might be. They could be at large in any moment at someone else's house. So quickly, on the way, making way through, I got to the Fogal house, and I stand, the door is open, and I make my way into the entrance, and I stop myself. Quickly, a friend of mine comes out and tells me, what is going on in the house. There are people killed in there, little baby, family, just slaughtered in that house. I hear these words, and I turn around, there's no reason going on, looking inside. At that moment, the terrible tragedies, the Fogal Massacre, and all the things that took place in Itamar over the years, all came back at once. Of course, at this moment we can't let emotions take over, because God forbid the terrorists can still be at large in the community. So we immediately split up in groups and went house to house, checking every house, make sure that everyone was okay, for about an hour and a half, taking care of this. This, of course, is only a small account of what went on that night, which really began on Shabbat, on the Sabbath night, and hasn't really ended. It's been one long day. Again, here, as the leader of the community of Itamar, what can I say to our wonderful friends and those who are listening to us out there somewhere? We've been through many tragedies. And the community, of course, many people are frightened. People's hearts are broken. This family was a family of angels. Just Thursday night, I was standing next to the father. I was studying Torah in the synagogue, and the father comes over and stands next to me, and I turn around. I look at the father, and I turned around 3 times. I saw like a white light coming, radiating out of him. And only after this terrible tragedy, I know that he was so connected, so spiritual person. So he wasn't in this world. Someone who was amazing family. If you look around, just look at the daughter Itamar, the way she spoke on Channel 2 Israeli News, and with such amazing words of a child only 12 years old, and sounds like she should be running the country of Israel. The beautiful son Yoav, who was slaughtered in the house, was a brilliant child, a Torah scholar at such a young age, in the 5th grade. The mother, full of light, and a beautiful home she ran. Every child, little Hadassah, little baby, just entered this world, was taken away so brutally. There's no words to describe, again, the tragedy, the feelings. It's something that no one really will ever experience. Only if you live it, you're living your life like this on Itamar, in a place that so many years, you could really, truly feel what's going on and really identify. I know people try, and people are amazing, but it's something that only the people of Itamar really know. I know everyone's saying to themselves, "Wow, you guys must be, crazy. How are you guys dealing with all these terrible things?" I want to say something to our wonderful friends out there in the world, is that Itamar is never going to break. The pride of the people of Itamar will continue to go on. Those in the front lines, the frontline fighters and the commando units of Israel and any other army in the world, but the most casualties are always felt there. We know that we are on the front line. The fact that we are a target to Muslim terror is just testifies to what the mission that we're doing. Itamar is leading the nation of Israel forward. Not only the nation of Israel, the entire world has to realize that the light that places like Itamar want to shine in this world, a place of peace, a place of building a city of true modesty, people that love Hashem, love the Torah, people of life that just love living. This is what those people, other people, unfortunately you can't call them people that want to come and murder and destroy and kill, and they sanctify death and we sanctify life. And we're going to continue to sanctify life, and we're going to continue to live, and continue to grow, and we're going to turn Itamar into the biggest city in Israel, the most beautiful city of Israel. A city will be an example to the entire world of what a true community of love and Torah and beauty of life, a living community. This is what we want to turn Itamar into. I think this was yesterday, or the day before. It was the day before yesterday. I was praying, and when I was praying, I just shouted out to myself. I said, Hashem, please give me an answer. I can't. And everything that happens, but innocent children and families. Sometimes we have such difficult questions, Hashem. We don't understand why. Why do these terrible tragedies take place? Why does it happen? We really don't have an answer. And I said, please, I need an answer. I can't. These are the feelings that were going on in my heart. And it came to mind at that moment, God says to us, and He says to Moses, He says, Lo yir'ani adam v'chai. A person can't see me and live. So when Moses requested to see God's presence, and I started thinking about those words, Lo yir'ani adam v'chai. What does it mean? A person will not see me and live. And Hashem is right. The message was right there in front of my eyes. Hashem is saying, as long as we're living, a person lives in this world, he can't see Hashem, which means we can't understand. We can understand how things run here, how He runs the world. We have to know that everything Hashem does, there's a reason behind everything. But as long as we're living in this world, we can't understand it all. And that we have to understand. It's very hard to accept this, but these are the facts. Just like the Holocaust and terrible things that the people of Israel have been through. And anyone, of course, that suffers tragedy. The answer is we can't understand why we're in this world. But of course, there's another way of understanding these three words. Lo yirani adam v'chai. Let's not forget v'chai. We have to continue to live. We have to continue to go on and to build and to grow and to live life. Because we have to sanctify life and to live life. Life is very, very important. We're not skipping over life. One day we'll have the answers. One day we'll know why so many people suffered in this world. But we have to focus on life. Let's not try to understand God's ways. We have to accept God's ways, but we can't understand them. But we have to live and try to always be close to Hashem and do the right thing in this world and find the proper direction in this world. When I went to pay my condolences to the family, and I went first to Neve Tzuf, the father of Udi, the family of Udi, and then we went to the family of Ruti, the mother, in Jerusalem. When I was in Neve Tzuf, the father went to the back room with me, and the words I had, whatever I said at that moment, and his words were to me, Moshe, the answer is to build Itamar, to make Itamar grow. We have to continue to build. The father is a man, amazing man. His name is Chaim Fogal. This is the grandfather of the orphans, the father of Udi, who was murdered. And he's a very, very strong man, a builder of Israel. And he was very involved way back with the first people that built up the community of Itamar, and is very involved with the Almanah organization. A tremendous man, a tremendous family. There's no words to describe the greatness of this family. And of course, the father of Ruti was a very, very known rabbi, rabbinical figure of Israel. And he also gave me the same words of building and strengthening. I came to try to console them and strengthen them and strengthening me. And then, of course, I meet the other family members. There's no way to describe the special people who these people are, and the special righteous people that there's no words. I just want us all to have a wonderful Shabbat and a wonderful Purim, and we have to go on with life. The pain is great, but we have to go on living, and that's in the name of those wonderful, wonderful people that gave their lives and sacrificed themselves. In the beginning of the book of Leviticus, we're discussing sacrifice. And unfortunately, they've been sacrificing themselves for the people of Israel, for the world, and unfortunately, the feedback that we're getting is the opposite. Like the settler, what is he doing here, building the land of Israel? He should leave. We need the world to stand out for us, to strengthen us, and say, go on. We're going forward. As it says, Mordechai will not bow down to Haman. Shabbat Shalom, Purim Sameach. And after, we'll say Shabbat, after Shabbat, we're going to have a very big celebration on Itamar. People are going to come over from all over Israel to join us and to celebrate Purim. Shabbat Shalom.